Welcome to day 13 of the 30-day yoga challenge. Today is another recap flow, so we'll be revisiting the peak poses from this last week. So we'll be revisiting side crow, mermaid, and compass pose, as well as a few of the other poses that we've done. So when you're ready, we'll begin in a seated position. Then bend your right leg, bring the foot to the inside of the left thigh, and extend the left leg out to the side. Bring the left hand to the inside of the leg. With an inhale, reach your right arm up. Try to create as much length down the right side body as you can. And as you exhale, bend to the left. If the head needs some support here, cradle it with the left hand. And there's also the option to close the eyes as we start our practice here. Find your breath and start tuning into your body. Just noticing any sensations. Slowly lift yourself back up. Keep the legs as they are. Bring your hands to the right side of the right leg and take a little twist. Puff up your chest here. Inhale. As you exhale, you could walk the hands a little further away maybe. With each exhale, just noticing if more space becomes available to twist into. Come back through center. We'll switch legs. So bend the left leg, extend the right. Bring the right hand to the inside of the right leg. Reach the left arm up. Inhale. Exhale as you bend to the right. If the head needs some support here, you can make a cradle with the right hand to rest the head in. Inhale to lift back up. Turn the body to the left side. Place your hands by your side for support. With an inhale, puff up your chest. And as you exhale, twist. Maybe you could walk the hands a little further away. Take a full breath in. Then with your exhale, twist a little further. One more time. Exhale. And then turn to face the front of your mat. Bring your legs together, knees bent, setting up for boat. Bring the hands to the backs of the knees as you sit back. Lift the feet. And you may want to bring the hands down to the mat for support. Inhale, hold here. As you exhale, extend the legs and lower down to lower boat. Inhale to lift up, high boat. Exhale, low boat. Inhale, high boat. Exhale, low boat. Inhale, high boat. Exhale, low boat. Inhale, high boat. Exhale, low boat. Last one. Inhale, high boat. Exhale, low boat. Pause here. Draw your lower belly down. Rest your arms by your side. Squeeze the legs together. Keep the upper back lifting off the mat. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then rock forwards. You can either swing your legs around or roll over your legs to come to tabletop. Spread your fingers wide, grip through your fingertips, start to rock from side to side. You could snake the hips here, just move in any way that helps you to loosen up. Get the shoulders involved. Apply a little bit more pressure on the wrists. Then with an inhale, dip your belly, arch your back, drag your hands back towards your knees. See if you can feel some engagement in the back of the body. Exhale, push the floor away, bring chin to chest. Lift the back of the heart. Inhale, arch your back, drag the hands back. Exhale, round, press the floor away. A few more times like this, just noticing what sensations you can pinpoint as you move through this. One more inhale. Exhale. Then find a neutral spine, tuck the toes, pick up the hips, push back to downward dog. Knees can stay bent, heels can stay raised. Pause for a breath in. Exhale out. Then look forwards, take baby steps to walk the feet to the hands, find forward fold. With your inhale, round the spine, roll all the way up to stand. Then relax your shoulders, turn your palms to face forwards, and distribute your weight evenly between the front of the feet and the back of the feet. With an inhale, lift the arms, lift your gaze. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lifting halfway. Exhale, stepping to plank. Inhale, hold your pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Modify if you need by lowering the knees. Come all the way down to your belly. Keep the hands close to the lower ribs. Inhale to lift the chest for Bhujangasana, Cobra pose. Exhale, down dog. Pause for a breath in. Exhale out. Look forwards. You could hop, step, or jump to forward fold. Exhale all the breath out in your fold. Inhale, round the spine, roll all the way up to stand. Relax the shoulders down your back. Come back to that place of stillness for a moment. Inhale, arms lift, gaze lifts. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step to plank. Inhale, hold your pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, find your back bend. This time it could be cobra, it could be upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pause for a breath in. Exhale out. Look forwards, hop, step, or jump to forward fold. Exhale all the breath out here. Then inhale, reach the arms, stand tall, lift your gaze. And exhale, bring hands to prayer at heart center. Final round, inhale, lift the arms, lift the gaze. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plank. Inhale, pause here. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, find your back bend of choice. Exhale, downward dog. Pause for 5 breaths here this time. Perhaps edging the heels a little further away to feel more sensation in the backs of the legs. Good. Look forwards, hop, step, or jump to forward fold. Exhale all the breath out in your fold. Then round your spine, roll all the way up to stand. Lift the right knee up towards your chest. Inhale here, find a place to focus your gaze. Then with your exhale, slowly move into warrior 3, extending the leg back as you draw the torso forwards, creating that T shape with the body. Look down to relax head and neck. Lower the back foot, reach your arms up, inhale, high lunge. Exhale here. Inhale, twist to the left. Bring hands to prayer at heart center. Right elbow to the outside of the left knee. If this feels a little restricting, then you could rest the right forearm on the thighs. The chest has a little more room, and the left arm could reach up. Option to lower the back knee here as well. Look down for balance. Step the back foot forwards to come into twisted chair. Shift the weight back through the heels. Sink the hips a little lower. Then lift your heels, come up onto the balls of your feet. Keep bending your knees to come down into a twisted, crouching position. Trying to deepen the twist now here. Turning your chest open to the left. Release the twist. Keep your heels raised as you bring the hands to take a hold of the ankles. Then slowly start to lift your hips, straighten your legs. See if you can come into forward fold here. Keeping the heels off the ground. Focus your gaze on one spot. Try to bring your belly to your thighs. It's okay if the heels come down. Come back into position. Find your balance. Inhale here. Exhale, lower the heels down. Round your spine, roll up to stand. Then with an inhale, lift the left knee up. Exhale, extend the leg back as you draw the torso forwards. Come into warrior three. Gaze down to help with the balance. Slowly lower the back foot. Inhale, reach the arms up, high lunge. Exhale here. Inhale, twist left, bring hands to prayer. Left elbow to outside of right knee. This could be option one. Option two, you could rest left forearm on the thigh and reach the right arm up. And for either of those options, you could also lower the back knee if needed. With each exhale, move into your twist. Then look down for balance, step the back foot forwards, twisted chair. Sink the weight back through the heels. Pick up your heels. Bend your knees even more, come down to that twisted crouch. Trying to really deepen the twist here in preparation for our side crow in a moment. Release the twist. Catch hold of your ankles. Keep your heels raised as you extend the legs. Come into this balanced forward fold. Try to lift the heels as high as you can. Bring the weight into the balls of the feet. Hold for a breath in. Exhale, heels come down. Plant the hands, step to plank. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, find your back bend of choice. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pause for a full breath in. Exhale out. Then look to the top of the mat. You could hop, step, or jump to forward fold. Lift your heels again and bend your knees. Come into a crouching position. If your feet are hips width, you may find it easier to bring the feet together. Then twist to your left. Try to walk your hands out to the left side as far as you can go so that you can bring the back of the right arm to the side of the left leg. Then plant your hands on the mat. You could play around with leaning your weight forwards and back if you're just getting used to side crow. If you're a little more familiar as you lean forwards, you could try lifting one foot and then maybe the other, seeing if you can catch some balance there. Or perhaps you're quite familiar and you can find your balance completely. Keep shifting the weight into the hands. Think of creating ledges with your arms. Good. Slowly come down, turn to face forwards, take rest. You can either rest in a crouching position or perhaps lower the knees down if that's more restful for you. Then setting up on the other side. So start by walking your hands to the right. Try to get into a really deep twist because it does help make the next part a little bit easier. And when you've got the back of the left arm in connection with the side of the right leg, plant your hands. Create a ledge with the arms, shift forwards, and either play around with just shifting forwards and back, lifting one foot and then maybe the other, or lifting both. Keep your breath steady, grip the mat with your fingertips. And then slowly come out. Return to your crouching position. Come into forward fold with the heels down this time and step to plank. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, find your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift the right leg high. Inhale. Open out the hip. And look forwards. And with your exhale, sweep the leg out to the right side like you're drawing a half circle. To bring the foot to the outside of the right hand and find lizard. Keep the back knee lifted, rock forwards and back. Then open out your back foot, sink your hips towards your right heel, and flex the left foot for Skandasana. If the right heel is lifted, you could always place a block underneath it. For some people, this makes it a lot more accessible. Or if you're feeling like you're rocking back, you could place the block underneath your hips so that you find more of an upright position and you have some more support. And just like we practiced this week, start to shift your weight back. Remove a block if you're sitting on it so that you can come down to the ground with control. Don't worry if it was a bit of a thud. It does come with practice. Bring the left hand to catch the right ankle. Inhale, right arm reaches up. Exhale, bend to the left. And as you bend, see if you can bring your right hand to come towards the left toes. It's okay if you can't quite reach, but it's just something to aim for. And turn your chest open. Maybe you could rest the head on a leg. Deepen your breath. Slowly release. Inhale, lift up. Then shift your weight forward. See if you can lift back up into Skandasana. Turn to face forwards, plant the hands and step to plank. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, find your back bend of choice. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, lift the left leg high, open out the hip. And as you exhale, look forward, sweep the leg out to the left side. Draw a half circle to bring the foot forwards and land in lizard. Keep the back knee lifted, rock forwards and back. And open out your back foot. Sink your hips towards the left heel to find Skandasana. And flex the right foot so you can press the heel into the mat. Option to make any adjustments here, sitting on a block, placing a block under the left foot. Then with control, start shifting your weight back to sit down. Right hand will catch the left ankle. Left arm will reach up. Inhale. As you exhale, bend to the right. Maybe see if you can catch your toes. Maybe even rest the head on the leg as you turn your chest open and pause here. Inhale to lift back up. Then with as much control as you can find, shift forwards, come back into Skandasana, turn to face forwards, plant your hands, and step to plank. Inhale here. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, find your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pause for a full breath in. Exhale out. Come forwards into plank. Then you can lower the left knee down here if you're needing to modify. Sweep the right leg out to the right side, and you can just sweep the toes along the ground here. See how far you can sweep the leg forwards, and then sweep it back. 2 more. Sweep the leg as far forwards as you can. Try to keep the rest of the body stable. Final time, sweep the leg forwards, then heel toe the foot in between the hands, lower the back knee down for low lunge. Sink your hips down and forwards, reach your arms up, inhale. Then interlace your fingers, point your index fingers to the sky and cross left thumb over right for Kali Mudra. At the same time as you're sinking your hips down, you're drawing your hands up. So you're lengthening in both directions. Finding a back bend with each exhale, just noticing what sensations come up. How can you adjust yourself? Good. Relax the arms by the side. Bring the front knee on top of the ankle, back hip over the knee. Hips over the back knee. Then the left hand will reach to catch the left foot, draw it in towards you. If the balance is there, the right hand can take hold of the foot also. You either have the option to stay here, or you could sink the hips forwards. And if you are noticing any sensitivity in the knee, please pad the knee, because this isn't the most knee-friendly posture. We do need padding from time to time. So this can be very challenging for the balance. So try to tune into where you feel your weight is distributed, how you can adjust yourself if needed. Slowly release the back foot. Plant your hands and step to plank. Inhale here. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, find your back bend. Exhale, downward dog. Pause for a breath in. Exhale out. Then come forwards to plank. This time, if you're needing to modify, the right knee could be down for support. Then sweep the left leg out to the left side and sweep it as far forwards as you can. And then sweep it back. 2 more to go. Try to keep the rest of the body still, so it's just the leg moving. 1 more. As the leg comes forwards, heel to the foot in between the hands, lower the back knee down, low lunge. Inhale, reach your arms up, interlacing the fingers, pointing index fingers to the sky. Left thumb is crossing over right. Draw the arms up and back. Sink the hips down and forwards. And breathe deeply. Relax the arms by the side. Bring the front knee over the ankle. Hips are in line with the back knee or thereabouts. Right hand will catch a hold of your back foot as you draw it in towards you. If the balance is there, left hand could come to the foot also. And you can either stay upright or sink the hips down and forwards. Just starting to tune in with the body as the pose begins to teach you about your balance, about your weight distribution. Slowly release the back foot down, step to plank. From your plank, open out into side plank on the right. If you're modifying here, right knee could be down. Then pick up the left leg, bend the knee, and place the foot behind you. The same goes if the right knee is down. It just looks slightly different. Start to turn your chest open. Reach the left arm overhead to find wild thing. And focus on picking up the hips, picking up the heart, pressing through the right hand. Come back through center, find plank. Then roll over to side plank on your left. If you're modifying, left knee is down. Pick up the right leg, bend the knee, place the foot behind you. Then turn your chest open, reach the right arm overhead for a wild thing. Pressing the floor away to lift up into the pose. Pause here. Slowly release, find plank. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Come all the way down to your belly. Untuck the toes, relax the arms by your side. When your breath is steady, inhale, lift the legs, arms, and chest for locust. Option to stay here or bend the knees, catch the ankles to come into bow. Pressing your feet into your hands to help draw the arms back and open the chest. Slowly release your bow or come out of your locust. Make a pillow to rest your head in. Perhaps give your hips a little shimmy side to side to reset. And then come back to downward dog. Inhale, lift the right leg high, open out the hip, bend the knee. And with your exhale, look forwards, bring the knee to tap the back of the right arm and see if you can bring the foot to tap the back of the left arm. Then slide the leg down the arms to lower yourself into pigeon. Place something underneath your right side if needed and stay upright here. So try to focus on pressing through the legs. Spread the right toes so that you can press the toes into the mat for support. Place the right hand in front of you, turn your torso to the left so that you can reach back and catch the left foot. And start to draw it in towards you. This may be as far as you'd like to take it. If it's already challenging enough for the balance, stay here. If you'd like to go further, right hand will catch the foot and bring it to the crook of the left arm. You may find that this is as far as you'd like to go. If so, pause here. Or reach the right arm up, draw the hands together to come into mermaid. And you're puffing up your chest, turning your chest open, perhaps even lifting the gaze up. Slowly release and step back to plank. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, lift the left leg high, open out the hip and bend the knee. And then exhale, bring your knee to tap the back of the left arm and see if you can bring the foot to tap the back of the right arm. Then slide the leg down the arms to come into pigeon pose. Make any adjustments you need and sit upright. So you're using your legs to push the mat away to help you find more stability. Place the left hand in front for support. Turn your torso open to the right. Reach the right hand back to catch your foot. Then start to draw the foot in towards you. And this may be as far as you take it. If you'd like to go further, left hand catches hold of the foot. Place the foot at the crook of the right elbow. And if you'd like to take the final option, reach the left arm overhead to draw the hands together to come into mermaid. Puff up your chest, maybe even shifting the gaze to look up. Slowly release. Then sit over on your left side so that you can swing your legs around and find a seated position. Then cradle your right leg, either just using your hands or perhaps wrapping the forearms around the leg. And you could either try this keeping the left leg bent, or you could straighten the leg. And working into our compass, start by sitting over on your left side. So you lift the right side of the buttocks, then work towards bringing the leg to rest over the top of your shoulder. Make as many little adjustments as you need until you feel that the leg is stable. Then the left hand catches the foot, right hand comes down to the mat. You might just stay here, or option 2, you could work towards straightening the leg. Option 3, twist your torso left so that you can peek and look under your left arm for compass. Slowly release, coming out with care and control. And lower the right leg down. Then cradle your left leg, either just using the hands or wrapping the forearms around. The right leg could stay bent, or you could straighten it out. And working into our compass, start by sitting over on your right side, lift the left side buttocks, and then work towards getting the leg over the top of your shoulder. Option to stay here, or option to work towards lifting the leg. And then finally turning your torso to the right so that you can gaze under your right arm. Slowly come out with control. And then straighten both legs to find your straddle stance. Bring the hands to the middle. Inhale, lift your chest, roll your shoulders back. Exhale, start folding forwards. Try to maintain that length you just created. So you're folding at the hinge of your hips, keeping your chest lifted. The chest comes down last. Option to keep the hands on the mat, or you could reach to take hold of your big toes. This can also really help to keep the spine long, the chest lifted. Slowly lift up. Inhale. Bend your knees, bring your legs a little bit wider than a hip's width, then just knock them side to side. Then come into tabletop. And we'll set up for headstand, so you can either work towards tripod with the head and the hands on the mat, or supported where you're creating a basket to rest your head in. So finding whichever foundation you want to work towards. Then tuck your toes, pick up your hips, and it may be that you're just staying here, so you're just getting used to putting more weight on your head. If you'd like to go further, walk the hands forwards, walk the feet forwards to bring your hips over your shoulders. And again, you may stay here, or you may work towards trying to lift the legs.
And for this headstand, you could play around with opening the legs out wide into a straddle stance. So just like what we were practicing a moment ago. In your headstand, focus on keeping your elbows drawing in so they're parallel. Press the floor away so that you evenly distribute your weight and it's not all sinking into your head. Slowly start to come out. And then we'll go straight into child's pose. For this child's pose, relax your arms by your side. Hands can reach for the ankles. Forehead rests on the mat. Shoulders can completely relax. Sit yourself up and come and lie down on your back. Then bend your knees, bring your feet together, open your knees wide to find Supta Baddha Konasana. Hands could rest on the belly, your arms could rest by your side. Start slowing down the breath here even more. With each exhale, see if you can relax into your mat. So bring your awareness to any sensations, anywhere you might be holding on to tension. And as best you can, see if you can let go into the support of your mat. You have the option to stay here, or you could extend the legs to find Shavasana. Let go of the ways you thought life would unfold. The holding of plans, or dreams, or expectations. Let it all go. Save your strength to swim with the tide. The choice to fight what is here before you now will only result in struggle, fear, and desperate attempts to flee from the very energy you long for. Let go. Let it all go and flow with the grace that washes through your days, whether you received it gently or with all your quills raised to defend against invaders. Take this on faith. The mind may never find the explanations that it seeks, but you will move forward nonetheless. Let go, and the wave's crest will carry you to unknown shores, beyond your wildest dreams or destinations. Let it all go, and find the place of rest and peace and certain transformation. Deepen your breath. Move your fingers and toes. And hug your knees into your chest. Then roll onto your side.
And when you're ready, join me back in a seated position. Just keeping the eyes closed for now. Finding a comfortable seat. And we'll close this practice with a moment of reflection to look back over the last 2 weeks of the challenge, to think of all of the things that you didn't know that you could do, the challenges you've overcome, the new experiences you've had, the lessons you've taken away. And regardless of whether you feel like you are doing well, whether you feel like you are not good enough or not advanced enough, hopefully upon reflection you can see how much you have gained from this last 2 weeks. And that it doesn't matter whether you can do everything. This is a constant process of learning. The learning never stops. And with that being said, when you're ready, open your eyes. Thank you so much for your time and your energy. It's been a pleasure to do this recap and to give you an opportunity to revisit some of the poses we've worked on this week. Thank you again. I can't wait to guide you through next week. I'll see you then.